In this video, I'm going to share with you one of the most important things you can do before you start your e-commerce journey. Most people aren't doing this, but you should. If you take the time to do the things I'm about to share with you, you'll be setting yourself up for an amazing journey in the years ahead. My name is Spencer. I co-founded Solo Stove, an e-commerce company that was born out of a garage. And after 10 years of building my company, I've recently passed the torch on and exited the business. And now I'm ready to help you build your e-commerce business. I'm not a guru and I don't claim to know everything, but I do want to share what I've learned over the past decade. Hopefully it helps you on your business journey. Let's get going. I've been building and running e-commerce companies for the past decade, and I get asked a lot of questions. How do I start selling online? What products should I sell? How do I run my paid ads? How do I get more followers on Instagram? Why do I even need Instagram? These are all great questions, but in my opinion, there's a better question to ask when you're first starting out. Every home starts with a good solid foundation, and starting your e-commerce business, it's no different, which is why I'm sharing with you what I think is one of the most critical and foundational questions to ask. The question is, how do you define success? Each of you are in a very different situation. You might be married, you might have a family, you might just have graduated, or maybe you're unemployed. If everyone's in a different situation, how can there only be one universal definition of success? But you always hear people saying, that's a successful business. What does that even mean? Because everyone starting a business wants to be successful. What I'm proposing is that if you don't define success, it'll be defined for you. And when it comes to an e-commerce business, and I'm sure this applies to a lot of other businesses too, the default definition of success is to make more money, more profits, build a bigger company, infinite growth, and total market domination. But most of us don't lie in bed thinking about infinite growth and total market domination when we're just starting a company. There's a powerful reason why you want to start a business, and it's super important you discover it and constantly remind yourself of it. It's important because when you define success, you'll unlock your true motivation. And in my experience, this is your entrepreneurial superpower. The stronger your motivation is, the harder you're gonna work. And the harder you work, the better chance you'll have at achieving what you define success to be. Making money as a motivation isn't necessarily bad, it's just not enough. Simon Sinek made a great analogy. He said, your company is the car and money is the fuel. If you don't have fuel, you don't go anywhere. But the purpose of owning a car is not to buy gas, just as the purpose of a company is not to make money. The purpose of a car is to go somewhere, and the fuel just helps you get there. The purpose of your company is to accomplish something, to advance a greater cause. You need to define success. You need to know with as much clarity as possible where you're heading and what your greater cause is. Because companies can be so much more fulfilling beyond the financial gains. And to be honest, most people who start businesses don't see huge financial gains right away. It may take months or years before you're able to pay yourself anything. And if your definition of success is to make lots of money, you'll be pretty disappointed if it takes longer than you anticipated. Now, if you define success beyond the financial gains, you'll be able to remind yourself why you've chosen to go down the long and hard path of entrepreneurship. It's not easy, but it can be extremely fulfilling. And from my own experience, the journey really is the reward. So the longer you're able to stick with it, the more dynamic your journey will be. The longer you stick with it, the more likely you'll be able to start eventually making money so that you can fuel up your car and keep driving. How do you actually define success? How do you decide where you're going? It's not hard, but it does take some time. Brutal honesty, self-reflection, and self-awareness. Get on your computer, grab a pen and paper, and just start asking yourself, why do you want to start an e-commerce business? As you answer the question, drill down by asking why a few more times. And let me give you an example of what I mean. Why do I want to start an e-commerce business? Because I'm working a day job that just doesn't make me happy. Why am I not happy? Because I'm working long hours and don't get to see my wife and kids much. Why am I working long hours? Because I'm trying to get the next promotion to get a raise. Why do I need a raise? So I can afford to take my family on vacations and spend more time with them. Why do I want to spend more time with my family? Because spending time and making memories with my family makes me truly happy. See how this works? Success could be defined as building an e-commerce business that allows me to spend time with my family so that I can make more meaningful memories. Let me give you another example. Why do I want to start an e-commerce business? Because my current job is super boring and unfulfilling. Why is my job boring and unfulfilling? Because I'm not passionate about the products my company sells. Why aren't you passionate about the product? Because I don't believe in them and I don't think they improve the lives of the people using them. So how could this person define success? Well, building an e-com business around products that I'm passionate about and that greatly improve the lives of others. Now, it's not a foolproof way of helping you come to a great definition of success, but it's a good way to start exploring. It's really going to depend on you. You need to take the time to think long and hard about this. It has to come from within. There are so many reasons why all of you want to start an e-commerce business, and I'm confident that if you spend the time reflecting on this question, you'll discover yours. Are you super passionate about the hobby that you finally want to turn into a business? Do you want to move somewhere? Do you want to earn enough money so that your spouse can stay home and raise the kids? Maybe you want to grow a team and give yourself an opportunity to be that leader. Maybe you want to give back to the community, teach your kids to work hard, pass a company down to your kids, advance a social cause, and the list can go on and on. Spend the time to go through this exercise and find the definition of success that's unique to you. Now, here's the warning. You're the only judge of how well you've defined success. It really is an internal exercise. Are you being honest with yourself? Is this what you really want, or does it just sound nice? Get it wrong and you're gonna lack the motivation to go the distance. But get it right and you'll have so much more fire in your belly to do the hard work. And that hard work will be so meaningful and so rewarding. You often hear the term the entrepreneurial journey thrown around. It really is a journey, and when you look back on your experience, I promise you, the financial gains will pale in comparison to what you learn along the way, the challenges you overcome, the people you meet, and the lessons you learned. If the journey is the prize, my hope is that by helping you understand how important defining success is, you'll set yourself up for the journey of a lifetime. Let me highlight 3 ways from experience how defining success will help you. 1, it'll give you direction over time. Building a business, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Most of the time, you'll have your head down working in the weeds of the business, and it's easy to get caught up in the daily work, but it's important once in a while to look up and see if you're still on track and if you're closer to success compared to last month. Just because you're making more this month compared to last month doesn't always mean you're heading in the right direction, and vice versa. In other words, don't judge your decisions solely by the financial outcomes. You need to ask yourself if you're closer to success as you defined it, or are you further away? 2, defining success, it'll help you tune out the noise. Everyone loves giving their 2 cents on how you should run your business.
Hey, you should really be doing more TikTok.
You should sell on Amazon.
You should sell wholesale.
Having a clear definition of success will help give you a filter to evaluate outside suggestions or other shiny objects that inevitably pop up. Having a way to quickly evaluate them helps you know which things to spend more time on and which things to just run away from. Don't worry when people tell you you're making the wrong decision. They don't know your business, and they for sure don't know how you define success. 3, you'll be way more confident. There's nothing worse than feeling like you don't know what you're doing, but we all go through it. Starting a business, it's daunting. It just is. It's super hard, and there's so much unknown that a lot of people just become paralyzed by the sheer amount of information out there. Having a clear definition of success helps you feel confident as you're able to make meaningful decisions for your business. I promise you this will boost your confidence. To sum things up, you need to define success. Take your time, but be brutally honest with yourself, and you'll be rewarded with a powerful motivation which will fuel you for the marathon ahead. You'll gain greater direction, be able to tune out the noise, and increase your confidence. I sincerely want you to succeed and have an amazing journey as you build your e-commerce business. And if you want to learn how my journey started, click on this video where you'll also learn 3 great tips to help you start a business. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. It helps the YouTube algorithm share my video so more people can join us and we'll all learn together. Also, drop me a comment below and share with me what your definition of success is. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching to the end. I'll see you in the next video.